your home of the Las Vegas Raiders. 1430 ESPN, the Valley's local sports leader. KFIG Fresno.
Third down, Garoppolo all kinds of time, and it's again Mayer out to the 46 and a first down. 3rd and 7, Garoppolo again, it's Mayer with the catch, the wiggle, the spin, and the first down. Garoppolo plants and fires. Jacobs to the New England 35, and he steer wrestled down to Vibe. That might have been a little too much aggression.
Inside the Patch with your Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Gnarly Charlie.
All right, well, welcome to a special edition of Inside the Patch. I'm Gnarly Charlie, and what goes good with a Gnarly Charlie? How about some certified trouble? And
that's right.
The fact that Certified Trouble is with me today, if you haven't heard of him, by the end of today's show, you're going to be like, how do I see him in concert? I love him. and not only is he a Raider fan, but he's also paid homage to the city of Sanger, my hometown, and Tom Flores.
Yes,
and
sir.
I want to introduce you, Certified Trouble. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, Gnarly Charlie. I love your show, man. I've seen quite a bit of episodes of your show, man. I look forward to them. Never did I think I would be on one, man, but here we are.
I just love that you have your certification in trouble. Did you have to go to class for that? Or
You know what, man? Hey, man, you do. I mean, I am a certified electrician as well, man, but
okay, all right.
But I am a certified Raider. That's for sure, man. If you can see, I'm certified for sure.
Well, I know you've been to the town of Sanger, and we're going to get into that a little bit later, but I was class clown Sanger High 1985. So I've got some certification too, you know?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, well, you already know.
I want to get to know the stories behind your songs, your music. I mean, from seeing your kids on the videos to everything. Yeah. I just love it. The Raiders. How long you been a Raider fan? How'd this happen for you?
Oh, man. To be honest with you, as long as I can remember, man, I think my one of my memories I only have like as a child, like, 8, 9 years old, going to games with my uncle. My uncle was a diehard Raider fan, dude. My
Nice.
Uncle David. He really persuaded me and my older brother to go with the Raiders. But I did grow up in the city of Rowan Heights, and if you know about Rowan Heights, you know that we're Raiders. So I grew up playing Pop Warner with the Raiders on the high school my 9th grade year, and then my career ended there. But always a Raider fan. Like I said, as long as I can remember, back in LA. When they were in LA, man, it really did hurt. I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of people, oh man, they left Oakland, this and that. Well, I'm upset too when they left LA because I was a kid, and as a kid, taking your team away, it sucked, man. But even when I was growing up, man, I was going through school. We weren't able to, and they were in LA. We weren't able to wear Raider jerseys to school. I don't know if you remember
illegal,
that.
huh?
Yeah, it was illegal back then, man. So you that's when you had Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and all them. They came up with that song, man, and pissed a lot of people off, and it kind of messed it up for everybody. But it's all good. We still rocked our colors, and kept pushing, man. Kept pushing.
Who was your favorite Raider, or your first favorite Raider? Like the one you said, that's my guy. It was the very first run.
I'm gonna say Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was my dude. That was my dude. I was actually at that game. My uncle took us, my mom. He took us to that game and where he got injured. I believe it was in 1993. 1993. I'll have to look at my tickets. My uncle gave me the tickets, man. I still have them to this day. And man, man, it was like a hit in the chest, man. It sucked to see him go, man, because the guy was so talented. My dad, he's not even a Raider fan. He's a Cowboy fan. We won't talk about that. But I remember he had a dirt bike, and he was a Bo Jackson fan, though. He has some Raider in his heart. You know what I mean? And I remember on the back, it says, Bo knows everything. And then it had the skull with the crossbows on it.
Well, I love the fact that he played for the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
You know, those Chiefs fans were so angry when the Raiders got him, you know,
for sure.
because he's a Kansas City guy, they
Kansas
thought.
City native, man. He joined the dark side, you know? Yeah, he was a smart man.
Great.
Smart man.
All right, well, look, tell me about Raiders World. What's the story and where did you shoot this? And tell me about this.
Man, so Raiders World, it was actually, I was thinking about my next song, and I got quite a bit of Raider songs, man. That's one thing I do have is a lot of Raider music. I love giving to the Raider community, love giving my people, the fan base, the next generation up. So I was thinking, man, I was like, what's something catchy, man? I need something really catchy, something no one said before, and that's kind of my thing. I kind of like to go after, things that, obviously we grew up as Raiders, things we've never heard. And it's funny, man, because in 2013, I joined fantasy football. And my username was Raiders World. That's been my username since 2013, man. So I'm sitting here and I'm doing my lineup and I'm just like, Raiders World, you did a great job, this and that. And I'm like, that's my next song right there, man. Raiders World. What am I thinking, man? I've had this since 2013, man. I got to put it on a track. And that's how it came about, man. I found something that went with what I was doing. And 96, the producer, was the guy who made that beat.
Where did you shoot it at? Kind of everywhere?
Actually, that song, I got a lot of video, man. I got a lot of video in different places. I shot up in the city of Madera. I shot in the city of Sanger, of course.
Yeah.
Tom Flores. I mentioned Tom Flores in that song. And I shot in Rosarito down south.
Okay, if it's Raiders World, I guess that would make Al Davis, Walt Disney, a Raider. And, they got Raiderland, and then they got Raider World, and that's the big one. All right, here it is. Certified Trouble. This is Raiders World.
Here we go.
With the scheme, Tom Flores with the dreamer, sipping in the sip wines while he's polishing his rings. He's a Raider, trophy activator, full-time Super Bowl champ, got 3 footer. Yeah, you hear me now? Cause every time we on the defense trying to pump up the crowd, we always gotta get loud, whether we up or we down, whether we in Las Vegas, LA, or Old Town. Ooh, I like that sound, let me hear that one more sound, whether we in Las Vegas, LA, or Old Town. Bodies hit the ground every time we come around, mass class, we about to get them, pick it up, first down. Ooh, I like that sound, let me hear that one more sound, Josh Jacobs up the middle, run it up, touchdown. Ooh, I like that sound, let me hear that one more sound, about the Adams in the end zone, ghost route, touchdown. Some are real and some are fake, I will not, do not hesitate. Got swords, got shields, got knives, got guns, got heart, motherfucker, homie, let's get it on this Raiders World. This is Raiders World. This is Raiders World. This is Raiders World. This is Raiders World.
Always love the Raiders, Daddy.
Hey, man, that's Raiders World. And who are those two cute girls right there at the end? That's got to be your girls, right?
Those are my daughters, man. And, I added them in on my first song that I ever did. And they said the same exact thing. And I said, you know what, man? That's catchy. And I want to get my daughters involved. And I want them to be a part of what I'm doing because they're always supporting. They're always going to events. When I have to go perform in different spots, if it's kid friendly, I bring my kids.
One of the reasons I even came to know you, and we've had a few talks, and the fact that you have a song called SangerBanger, and SangerBanger, and people might not even know what that means. What is
a lot of people
SangerBanger?
won't. A lot of people don't even know where Sanger's at, to be honest with you. The ones that do know what it's about, man, and know that the love that's there and the history that's there, man, that comes from that city.
Let me tell you what I know. I graduated from Sanger High School. And Sanger High School, we played football in Tom Flores Stadium.
Yes, sir.
The first Hispanic NFL coach in the NFL. And And I grew up with him in the background, so I knew who he was. I was so excited as a Raider fan when he was our coach, and so it's been a part of me. So when I meet you, you start telling me about it, and I was blown away that you've brought, like I said, you're like a historian, and you're bringing out the tradition of the SangerBanger. Now, I want to hear from you about your connection with Tom Flores, how this all came to be.
2021, man, took the trip out to Canton, Ohio. We had 3 people in that class there, man. We had a coach, we had a player, and we had a super fan. Tom Flores, number 1, Charles Woodson, number 2.
Wow.
And we had the Violator as well, number 3. So
wow.
It was definitely a must for me to go out there. I did end up going out there with our buddy Polo Rodriguez.
Sanger High graduate, SangerBanger.
Yes, sir. Original SangerBanger, man. His dad as well, man. Polo, another Polo Rodriguez. Hey, how you doing, my friend? I mentioned that in the song as well. Everybody knew him under that, man. He would tell that to everybody. If you know Coach, you'll know one thing, man. He never forgets. It was actually when he called out for his SangerBangers. And the SangerBangers stood up, man, and if you could see the love and the passion in those people's hearts, man, I was just like, wow, man, he really just shouted out all these, because we're all right there, is why everybody's all right there, and that's who he shouted out. He said, all my SangerBangers. Honestly, man, it inspired me, dude. It inspired me to show. It shows me how much people respect that man, and not only all the accomplishments he's made, man. The guy went from being in a grape field, picking grapes, as a kid, to growing up, being not only 4-time Super Bowl champion. A lot of these coaches have never even done. So for him to actually get in the Hall of Fame finally. You
came to Sanger and shot some of the video there, right? Now
I did, man. And it was crazy because I called up Polo, man. Polo, that's like my best friend right there, man. He's a good dude, man. Right. And he helps out. He's always trying to think of different people. And that's one thing I love about Polo, man. And shout out to you, Polo, man, because he even said it. He even linked us up together, man. And
he did.
And he's just a good dude, man. And he ended up getting me. So I'm working up to this, man, because I'm on the phone right back from Ohio on my journey back. I was inspired, man. I was inspired then, man. What do you think about me making a song about Coach Tom Flores? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, bro. So he gets all psyched up, and he's like, bro, look it, because he's like, well, what do you need? What do you need? I said, I need history, bro. I need history, because anybody could just put the Russell in something. Nah, I wanted something. Right. I wanted something that the coach could listen to and feel it and remember and go back to previous events that have happened, people and stuff like that, man. I wanted it to touch his heart, man, and know how much the Raider Nation loves him, bro, because he's my favorite coach of all time, for that, man. I love him for the person that he is and the things that he does in the community, man. He still gives back. He has a Tom Flores Foundation, still gives back to his community in the city of Sanger. He doesn't forget his roots. When I heard the name SangerBanger, I was like, oh my God. Okay, so it's hard to rhyme Flores. Flores doesn't rhyme. There's Flores is Soares, all I can think of. That's not going to work. But SangerBanger is Tom Flores. Yes, and sir.
This is Certified Trouble. This is just a sneak preview of the SangerBanger video that's coming up right now on Inside Patch.
In the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put it on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. Knew we'd see this day, but that this day would never come. You've been working all your life, every day since day one. If we talk about Super Bowls, you times it by 3. Plus that one as a player, how more can you be? I ain't gotta state the obvious if you choose neglect. Then the choice is up to you, but people lose when they bet. With Flores on the field, he's like he banned the Holyfield. And he's always giving back, putting his face up on the shield. Never give back, and what you do with pride. If you never give up, then you never had to hide. Coach was always in the front, he was never on the side. We know you do it for your people out here screaming brand pride. You know you give us hope, I hope you never lose your faith. And Sanger, you a king, but with Raiders, you the great. Some people call it life, but I like to call it fate. It all started as a kid on the fields picking grapes. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. Our people learned a whole lot by having someone like you who put his heart into every little thing that he do. Remember way back when we played some football in the streets with Ellie and Martinez, Manuel Benito, rest in peace, man. Them was them days back when we was young. Now everyone's alive, but they living through their sons. Little James Benito, Tito, Polo, and Steve. They're never taking what they want, they only taking what they need. Money equals greed, so they was time to give it back. If you need it, then you get it. Gotta get it back to back. 1977, 81, and 83. Yeah, right there was a coach. He's a special type of breed. You put some water on the seed, you step back and watch it grow. You don't wait till game day to get ready for the show. Coaches proved you wrong before, he probably proved you wrong again. You know that old saying, he just win, baby, win. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. Parade the Dams and Sanger got your mural on the wall right there next to down the street where you used to throw the ball. Gotta go and peel potatoes at the garden. It's time to eat. When they aiming at your knees, you gotta juke them with your feet. It's okay to fall down, just don't stumble or fall. And if you keep on going down, just don't fumble the ball. I wanna see who is fake, I wanna see who is real. If you ain't got no heart, then you ain't got no skill. Flores on the field, the other teams is getting killed. Tanny more the wild fans, Patch Nation, rep the shield. One town, one tribe, one team. We all come together and we say this one thing. Anything is possible, you just gotta believe. And if you play with your heart, then you gonna achieve. Shout out to Polo Rodriguez, hey, how you doing, my friend? Can't forget Renee and Frankie, we love you to the end. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby. You in the Hall of Fame, you got Sanger going crazy. Your SangerBanger's going crazy. You in the Hall of Fame and now your city's going crazy. Let's put on your coat. This is Raider Nation, baby.
Hey, that's the sneak preview of SangerBanger. I've got Certified Trouble in the house. Certified. I feel like we just went on this journey. A little bit of your soul was exposed,
yes,
and
sir.
it fired me up. My Raider silver and black blood is boiling, and I just want to say thank you for A, taking care of the Raider history, B, giving some love to Sanger, my hometown, and just you say you're Certified Trouble. But what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is a guy that's passionate and you've lived some life. I can tell.
Man,
You might have had a drink or two in your life. You might have whatever, and all good. I'm saying, in fact, we recommend Woodson whiskey if you get a chance. You know? Drink something.
Yeah,
It's
man.
good.
All over my music, you'll hear Woodson whiskey, man, because Charles Woodson, he's a Raider, man. He's a Raider.
That's right.
Always will be a Raider. And that's the way it is, man. But to be honest with you, man, I appreciate you, Gnarly Charlie, man. I appreciate you for putting me on your show and you know, just sharing that love, man. You know, Raider Nation, man, you know, we're special, man. We're special. And it's easy to get caught up in negativity, man, but I'll tell you what, live like Max Crosby, man. Stay positive, have that positive energy, have that positive mindset. You know, people that do know me out there, it's not an act. I actually love every single buddy out there, man. With this, you got these colors on, man. I got mad love for you. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be with everybody.
All right, Certified Trouble.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Certified Trouble. Love it, man.
sir.
Thank you so much for being on Inside the Patch.
Raiders.
Every Friday, tune in for Inside the Patch, featuring interviews with former and current Raiders. Join Gnarly Charlie Fridays at 4 p.m. right here on 1430 ESPN with guests like Bill Romanowski and many more as Gnarly paints the Valley silver and black. 1430 ESPN, your official home of the Las Vegas Raiders.